I guess another thing I wanted to bring up too was the whole looting system that came out. The new looting, the aerial loot.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean,
yeah, I mean
if you're picking up like feathers at the chicken coop.
Yeah. Like, the day that it was released, I've never seen such a disgrace of an update. Like, I really don't even know what to say, because, like, it came out and it, like, fucked with the original, like, update. Like, the classic, you know, right-click, left-click an item to pick up. You couldn't pick up your shit. And it was just like, what in the hell is this? Like, you're sitting there clicking to pick up your update. It took them like 12 hours. Finally, they fix it. And then, there's just a lot wrong with it. It's just a big problem. I mean, yes, it pops up a separate window. It has all the shit within like a 3x3 radius of you. And you can pick the items and it will put it in your inventory. But your guy's just standing there, taking it in the ass. If, like, people are like, have it be a separate interface pop-up window. They're like, we can't do it. It's just overall, like, it's been turned off since it came out. I'm not sure how many people are actually using it. To me, it's kind of just a waste of development. I just feel that it could have been, the time used developing that could have been better managed. I'm not even sure if that's something the community actually wanted, but I don't know about you, but maybe leave a comment below if you're actually using this. You know, maybe
give us some more insight.
Yeah, I mean,
Kyle wants to know.
I want to know. I tried. There's no benefit of it. Maybe besides picking up cowhides and feathers as a noob, and that's actually what they demonstrated, was picking up the cowhides and the bones and the meat and shit. And then Nathan's example of picking up the feathers in the chicken coop. That's
feathers
about all
dropped
that's
in
useful
price
for.
by like 5 GP since it came out.
It definitely could be a possibility.
They did. I saw the other day. They used to be 17 GP a piece, and now they're like 12 GP a piece. Super funny that happened. But speaking of which, though, if you're listening to this podcast, if you are a high level player and you've got the Bone Crusher and you've got the imp, the Charming Imp, and maybe the anything else that helps you pick up things, what's going to happen is the update pretty much means nothing to you, because you already pick up all the charms, you already pick up and spread all the bones or ashes, and then you can just pick up your own shit.
Too. The legendary pet goes and picks up your shit too. You don't even
Yeah. And then anytime that there's like a rune item that pops out, you got your spring cleaner, it cleans that shit right up.
Yep.
So if
and you got your seedicide. I just want to say, I just thought of something real quick. Herbicide, man, I'll tell you what. If that worked on noted herbs, because what herbs are dropped now that are unnoted?
I thought they said that they were going to possibly make that a thing.
That would be nice. That would be very useful for Slayer, for like a Demu, for Ariats, like high level content like that.
But if you're doing like a boss or anything, killing Commander Zilliana, it's really annoying to open up that interface, so I just shut it off. So, but before we go on as just seeing as those pompous RuneScape elitists with all of our crap, like, I want to hold off on just a second. Say I've got a friend who just started playing, and you've talked to him once before, the other Kyle, and he did the update and he enjoys it with the multi-loot system, because if you go kill like cockatrices or something and they drop a bunch of gold charms and whatever else, at least for him starting out, it's fantastic.
Right. I don't want to have to go out of combat, pull out, hit the escape key, and then check it, multi-loot or dis-check it. Like, if they could potentially make it a separate interface and
they made it so that it lasts through combat now. They patched that little portion. They did. It's still not perfect, unfortunately.
Okay. No, I'm talking about, like, toggling it on and off.
Oh, like another key? Yeah, I think that's what somebody else wanted. Like, you hit the space bar or something and it fucks off and it just goes away.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
It needed to be thought out a little more, I think.
It definitely needs, like, a mapping system for it in itself.
Yeah.
Like,
personally,
the space key, it will, like, open and close just with the space key, but then if you press, like, the whatever key you have it mapped to, T or something for take, it'll take all the loot, or it'll just like take the top loot. Like, you could custom bind keys for that, and it would be so much better, because then you wouldn't have to deal with it. You wouldn't really have to leave your keyboard. You wouldn't have to move your mouse just to click on that while you're being attacked by something else that requires your attention.
I also had another thought. I'm just trying to kind of lost it, to be honest with you, but it was on this realm of the just usefulness items in your bank, one slot. items that help just PVM in general. I was watching the podcast earlier this morning, and on June 13th, they were saying there's some sort of update that's going to be coming out. Or not June 13th, June 15th, it's a Monday. They kept mentioning this date. I'm not sure, perhaps Tuska could be, but that seems kind of late. I was hoping they'd do it sooner than that. Regardless, every member is getting 100 bank spaces for free on that day. I found that pretty interesting. It's definitely something that ever since Elf City I felt was like needed, because so many new items came out with Prif. Just a lot came into the game. It was overwhelming. New potions, new flasks, and yet still you had to buy your damn fucking bank space with micro mints. So I'm glad to see that they're giving 2 bank boosters of 50 each. So 100 free spaces to all members. I thought that that's something worth noting. It's definitely pretty nice.
I think the big question now is, what's the catch?
Yeah.
What's the catch? Why are we getting these? I mean, obviously we deserve it because I'm tired of all this promotional crap they put in the game.
I'm thinking of raids, potentially, just a bunch of new content. They're seeing this. Old School, actually, I think this is the reason why. Old School just got, like, an absurd amount of bank space for free. They actually have, Old School right now has more bank space than a member does in RS3, and there are thousands of more items in RS3 than Old School. So I think they were getting a lot of heat for that, and kind of just fucking... spilled the beans. Alright, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Nathan, and thank you for listening to 2 Girls, 1 Comp.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for our future podcasts.